Hi guys, welcome back to the channel for today's upload. We've got a few things to discuss about, but first let's begin with the transfer list as usual. So I went ahead, I took the coins on Eder Militao, and the reason being when I saw Team of the Week Kyle Walker, I do think this is the guy I want in my squad. I'm not yet sure because I also did the Bundesliga objective, the first donor objective for icon swap tokens. And once again, I did think Boateng looked way better. Now, it may have been that servers were really bad during Foot Champs, and this is why I did not like Boateng. So I'm going to give him a try once more this weekend before taking a final decision. But I did take the coins on Eder Militao, which once again, I do think he's one of the best center backs in the game. And this may be the only live card that I still think can go quite high because of the fact that he's so meta. In terms of other life cards, I do think life cards have an opportunity to climb up because of the way that it happened with Delict today. He went up because he was in Team of the Weeks, but either way, I do think life cards are back in the market and they may rise once again. I took the coins on Oblak before content drop. 69k was really good because I bought him at 53, so quite some profit there. I sold some Irish players, which I got a few coins from that, and a Saudi player, which I packed from a League SBC. That's pretty much it in terms of sales. Now, I've been buying a ton of icons to flip. I do think I bought them at very good prices. I bought this Gerrard for 467. Now I'm gonna pull up Footbin at the same time and I'm gonna see where they are because I still haven't seen if I'm into profit with those. So Gerrard is around 475 as we speak. Roy Keane, I bought this Keane for I think 270. Which let me show you. Yeah, so 270. He's around 275 at the moment. All those mid Crespos around 260 to 265. Some of them at 270. So I'd say around 260 to 270 for Crespo. He's around 260 at the moment. He's pretty low. He's still very much buyable in my opinion. I did buy them all with Hunters because I do know with Hunters Crespo sells way easier. He's got a bit of pace issues. Deco, I got one at 100, which I think was also in the video yesterday. Same goes for Crespo, Baby Crespo. He's a very popular card. I did buy a Rui Costa on bid for 112. I do think this will be quite some profit. Let me just have a look how much he goes for, because usually I do know Baby Costa usually goes for around 130. Well, at the moment he's at 115, which is surprisingly very low. I may go ahead and buy one more. I bought a ton of Sydney's. I do think Sydney is gonna go quite high if the following SBCs that EA releases requires Team of the Weeks. If they do require Team of the Weeks, I do think Sydney, being Brazilian with La Liga links, he is going to rise a ton. He's going to shoot up in price. So I did buy quite a few of him. And I bought a few Barclays as well, which I'm going to show the rest are on my transfer targets. The rest, I'm pretty much holding my 84s, 85s, which may be a wrong decision. But once more, I do think EA is going to figure out a way to make those cards more expensive because it just doesn't make sense how low they are. A Serbi usually should be around 4K. He's currently 2.5. It's just unbelievable how low they are, the 84s. Like Lautaro Martinez is not getting bid at 1900 and he's an 84 rated player. So I'm still holding them because I don't want to sell them for cheap. As long as I have space in my transfer targets, in my transfer list, I may as well keep them. In terms of transfer targets, I still have the same players. I did add a few Sydneys. I bought one Mole though at 12k, which is a very good price. I bought a few Sydneys at 12.5 and a few Barclays at 10.5 and 11. This guy, I think he's a League SBC player, which I just found on bid at 150. So I just went ahead and grabbed him without seeing how much he goes for. So I may probably just use him for my own League SBC, which I've been grinding a lot recently. This is where I got most of my packs from, which I'm gonna show you guys. I've got quite some packs, but I'm not opening them at the moment because there's no point of opening them. There's nothing in packs to pack at the moment. I wanted to show this team of the week, which I do think is a brilliant idea from EA. Now, if you guys go on YouTube and Twitter, people are just very negative regarding this, but most of those people that are negative, just take a look. They're negative on everything, right? Whether, if, for example, EA wouldn't have released this, they would have been negative. And since they did release that, they're still negative. And at this point, you might as well just ask them what makes them happy. But I do think, in my opinion, this is brilliant. They actually gave Delict a boost, which really helps his ones to watch, which I really appreciate the fact that they actually did that. They also gave a boost to Headliner's Walker, which once again got upgraded to an 88 today, and I do think the center back card will be insane in game. I've used this card last year. I think it was a FUT birthday, right? I'm not all that sure, but I do remember using Kyle Walker center back, and he's very, very overpowered. Well, he was last year, and I do think he fits the meta very well this year. The only issue might be his work rate. High, but once again, with 92 stam, you should not really much worry about that. So I'm gonna give him a try in my squad, maybe this week or next week. Garrett Bale, very good, but very, very expensive at the moment. I do think this card should be max around 250. We may get some pretty good pulls from our red player picks, and those are very nice looking cards as well. So there is that as well. In terms of SBCs, we did get those 4-leaf clovers and all of that, which I don't want to get into because I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it up to now. I did buy another player to flip, which I'm currently using in my team just to get the objectives done. It's Bobby Firmino. I got Bobby Firmino for 630. At the moment, I'm not sure how much he goes for, but he's a very, very good player. I've been using him at striker. Because I've got two DMs over here. De Bruyne, I bought him for my team last weekend league to play him as a DM because he's got very, very good defensive stats and he can finish. But I was forced to use him as a cam, and I'm very, very surprised. This guy's clinical. I do think I played with him weekend league. I basically got around maybe 1 or 2 goals with at least 2 or 3 assists because I don't usually produce a lot in terms of statistics with my DMs. But playing him as a cam, he has been lights out for me, and I do think this weekend I'm gonna use him as a cam. I'm just gonna change the chem style on him and put an engine because I do think with an engine he would be incredible because the agility and the balance needs to be boosted. This is pretty much the only thing that needs to be boosted. If not, I might as well just keep a shadow. I'm not all that sure. I'm gonna have a look at that, but one thing is for sure, he is gonna play cam on my team this weekend. I do have a very good first owner team in the Prem. In terms of objectives, I may get the icon pack by tomorrow or latest Friday. I've been working my way. I've got currently 2 wins on Premier League. So I've got 2 wins left with the Premier League. After that, I'm gonna do Ligue 1 or Serie A, and I'll be done. I'll get the Prime Icon pack because I've completed these 2 as well. So, and I've completed quite a lot of squad battles. So here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now with the Premier League, I'm gonna get 8, and with Ligue 1 or Serie A, it's gonna be the 9th one. So I'll get the Prime Icon pack from that. In terms of trading, I do think the market will go very, very high this weekend. Once again, we may get a promo on Friday, which I'm not sure which one is it gonna be. It may be FUT birthday, as many people have been talking about. I do think this is a very good price. I'm just gonna grab him. But I do think the market will go very, very high. And in terms of investing, I really, really think you guys should look at icons because with all those players, red player picks that we're gonna get today with our or tomorrow with our rewards, if you have a look at this team, like the leagues are all over. Bundesliga, Serie A, Premier League, Chinese League, another Chinese league, and La Liga, and it's pretty much mixed. And a few people are going to use those players, and to link them, the only way you can really link and make hybrids with your team is pretty much if you use icons. Now I'm going to show you guys my main team so you guys can understand. I've already built it for this weekend league. I'm going to use Lampard, whom I'm losing coins on at the moment. So if you have a look at that, I've got La Liga here, right? I've got Prem here. I've got Serie A. I've got Bundesliga there. And the only thing that really helps me in terms of getting full chem on every player, like every player is on full chem, except Zakaria, who's on 8, and CR7, who's on 8 as well. But CR7 does not need more than 8. It's pretty good for him. So the only player like missing chem is Zakaria. And once again, the only way I'm able to build this team with I think three leagues or 4 leagues is because I've got icons here. So icons are very much needed at this point of the game in order to make hybrids and having multiple. Okay, so here's a Crespo that just sold. Now those Crespos I bought at 265. Now if we calculate the profit on that, 327, that's very, very high. 265. So that Crespo here is 45k profit. And he did not lazy sell because there's still around 22 minutes left. So I'm just going to have a look at his price. And I also want to look at Firmino's price. So that's mid Crespo. I want to have a look at his price. 340. Okay, so there's not much at around 270. So he's been rising at the moment. But this one was a lazy sell, which I don't understand at the 22-minute mark. I also want to have a look at Firmino. So guys, I was saying like icons will always be needed at this point in the game because people want to link new players which they want to buy, and this is pretty much the only way that you can really do it. Otherwise it's very difficult, right? And if you want to try new players every weekend, you really need icons in order to link them and give them full chem. So here's Firmino. Firmino is also rising quite a lot. I bought him at 630. This one will get bought very soon. So that's pretty much it. That was what I wanted to speak to you guys, that icons are very cheap at the moment. If you ask me what type of icons, I'd say Deco is a very good example. Now, I've been talking about Deco for a while, and the reason being is that Deco is Portuguese, and he strong links to a lot of Portuguese players that people like to use. Whether it's CR7, whether it's Felix from Future Stars, whether it's Ricardo Pereira. So there's quite a lot of them. Same goes, this is the reason why I invest always in Crespo. And the reason being with Crespo, it's Messi, right? Strong link to Messi, strong link to Aguero. There's a lot of Argentinian players, even the promo cards. Like this guy strong links to Tevez as well. And Tevez is a very difficult player to link. So this is the reason. Same goes for Lineker. Lineker was not selling before Rooney comes out. It was very, very tough selling Lineker. I remember I invested in him quite a few times for rewards day flip, and he was very difficult to flip. Like people were not buying him. He was going all the way down to 120. Well, at the moment, he's very, very much in demand because people buy a Lineker just to strong link Rooney, and they just sub him out and put another player in. It's their choice, but this is the way that you strong link to players that are hard to link. And at this point in the game, we've got a lot of very good players that are very difficult to link, and this is when icons come into play. If you have a look at this Orsic is a very, very good card, but hard to link. Same goes with a lot of other players, and the only way that you can really link them is with icons. So I do think the best investments are icons. So I really wanted to sell Vinicius as well, because I'm not sure I'm gonna use him this weekend. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at his price, which I do think should be around 470. Okay, so he's quite low at the moment. I paid around 450 for him if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not gonna take a tax loss on him. I'm just gonna wait it out. I do think he's gonna go up to 500 at some point. So this is when I'm gonna take the coins on him. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the content, then do leave a thumbs up. It supports the channel a lot. Let me know in the comments down below if there's something which you guys want me to talk about. There is a lot of ways of making coins. I'm trying to cover everything in the video. Sometimes I do forget a few things, which I wanted to show you guys that the current TP, which I do want you guys to track with me, just to know if we're doing good or if we're not doing good at the moment. So this week I'm at around 1.7 mil, which is very good. Monthly wise, we're up at 4.2 mil. So let me know down below in the comments if there's something else which you guys want me to talk about. I think I've covered pretty much everything. Once again, guys, icons are the way to go, and if you invest in icons, then do limit yourself to base icons and mid icons. Especially base icons are selling like hotcakes, but prime, because of the prime icon pack and moments, they just get packed a lot during rewards, and you don't want to get stuck with them. If I show you guys, I bought this Lampard while he was cheapest on the market to try and flip him, and just look at his price. I bought him at 900. He's currently 850, and he's not selling at 850. So I'm taking quite a loss there. So I'm gonna use him in my squad this weekend, and if he goes up, I'm just gonna take the coins on him.